Hiya folks, part number 2 of Wrestlies. I do want to say something, pardon me. It's live TV, we gotta, ooh, whoa, look out there. Are you drinking already? Is that... Happy New Year, did I say that? Be safe this New Year's. Drink responsibly if you drink. Drink water, you can drink too much water and die. Remember that lady in the radio contest? Just heartbreaking. Why am I wasting my time? This is the Wrestlies. I'll tell you one thing I do want to do, that I'm planning on doing. I'm committing it to you, for those of you who stuck around, which I think is probably about a third of the people who watched the first video. But here's what I would like to, and I plan to, do a review of the January 1st Raw and the January 1st Impact. I believe I am now conversant in TNA, so I think I can talk intelligently about that, and I'm just excited, very excited to see how this is going to work out. I was very pleased with the way WWE handled the Bret Hart announcement. I thought that was great. In fact, I went to sleep and I had a dream about it, and we'll talk about it some other time. But it wasn't disturbing at all. So, where did we leave off? We've covered the Diva of the Year, Santina. We covered the most annoying Wrestler of the Year, D.H. Smith, sorry pal. Tag Team of the Year, Jarrus Show. Rookie of the Year, nobody. Most disappointing moment, Cena loses to Sheamus, or Sheamus beats Cena. The next two I'll speed through because I have very little to say about them. Heel of the Year, Face of the Year. Heel of the Year, Randy Orton. Face of the Year, John Cena. Now, here's what I have to say about John Cena. I might have been lumped into the Cena hater category at one point, because we did sing a song about how it really sucked that he was that he won the Royal Rumble. However, the way they've handled him in the couple of years since that happened, I think has... When Cena was winning all of the time, that's no fun, right? But they were able to, pull him back from the top spot for a little while. Then he won again. So now it just feels like Cena is not the dominating force of the whole company. So for that reason, I no longer hate him. And then I saw him on Conan O'Brien. This is a couple of years ago. And he held his own, which in my book requires a lot of something. And so since I'm rambling here and I don't even know, but his ability to, he's just a really ground, I don't know what to say, but the point is, I liked Cena fine now. I don't love him. I'm not going to buy an HLR shirt. But I will. I don't hate him, and I like him. I like John Cena. There, I said it. If you want to unsubscribe, please don't. I'll send you one of these. Just don't. Stay with me. I need. This part has just gone straight to hell, and I'm really sorry about that. So, Face of the Year, Heel of the Year. Next wrestler will be presented in the category of, if I can pull myself together, which I feel like I've lost. The 10 people that stayed for part 2 are now down to 4. So thank you, by the way. The next wrestler goes to... I feel like I've got a cold, and it's just kind of lingering, and it's just messing with my head. Rivalry of the Year. The wrestler for Rivalry of the Year goes to Orton and Kofi. Yes, it's new. It's been going on a couple months now. But you know what? I'll tell you, I love Kofi. I'm glad he's getting his moment in the sun. Orton is a credible opponent, foe, if you will. Kofi, being right at the cusp of main eventdom, needed and needs a credible opponent. Has one. I'm happy for Kofi. I think they're a great pairing. Match for each other. I like it. I'm going to bend down again. I'll come back slowly this time so it doesn't get all... There we go. I like the fact that Kofi is showing a little more... He's borderline inappropriate in his behavior. He's so mad. He's just going all out, which I like from time to time in a face. I don't think it's every time, but I think it works really well that he's so mad at Orton that he's just going all out. Rivalry of the Year, Orton and Kofi. The next Wrestling goes to, Best Superstar. We're almost at the end, folks. Superstar of the Year for Best Wrestling goes to, for Best Superstar. Mike, I'm telling you. Luckily, nobody's out there. Chris Jericho, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Jericho. I know what you're saying. You're either agreeing or you're not. What, 50-50? Or you're on the fence, so I guess. Here's the thing about Jericho to me. I love the stuff he did with Big Show. I love the fact that he could go everywhere. I think he's just got it, you know. He was on ECW a couple of weeks ago, maybe it was a month or two, as their special guest. I think he was even unannounced. They just all of a sudden, you tune in and there's Jericho, the special guest for the evening, and he all of a sudden sparked my interest. You know, I've been kind of bored with ECW, but all of a sudden, Jericho's here. This show is worth it now. You know, I just couldn't wait to see what happened. So Chris Jericho, Wrestling, Superstar of the Year. The final and most coveted Wrestling Review Guy of the Year. Review Guy of the Year. Ready for this? You're going to be shocked. Review Guy of the Year, none other than Chris. The absent Review Guy is Review Guy of the Year. Isn't that? Because last year I awarded it to myself, and that was out of line, clearly. So Chris this year, he would receive the Wrestling Were He Here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Scott, he wasn't, he was gone for like 3/4 or at least 2/3 of the whole year. Why would you do that? Well, in his absence, I have come to recognize what an important role he played. He's not just a little jerk who complains all the time. He's so much more than that. I'm kidding. This is I'm being serious here. But anyway, yeah. So here's hoping that when he receives his award, he will be so flattered that he'll come back and he'll be with us at some point in 2010. So that, folks, I'm so sorry it all fell apart like it did. But I'm going to take some Mucinex or something and try to knock this out. And I'm sorry about my outfit, too. It's really horrible. But that, folks, is 2009 Wrestlies. Continue watching. I'll see you, if not for SmackDown, definitely for the January 4th Raw and Impact. I think you'll... I'm really looking forward to it, and let's hope it all works out well. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wrestlies. Boom.